Hey, what's up? I'm Al Cox. I make games, play games, and everything in between. And if you can see me and hear me, then this is going pretty well. Look at that. I didn't even have to put in my passcode. Okay, so this is a preliminary test. I hope to play multiple mobile games, maybe for hours. I don't know. And also, like, analyze the game itself, and I'm shooting for top 10 or top. I can play any game, but just games that I think have a lot of themes around what is kind of cool and trending in the terms of hyper casual games. And this is a test because the last two tests failed, so hopefully this one is working. And I don't know, it should be because the last one didn't work and I deleted those things on the interwebs. So once I can confirm that that looks good, that looks good. So I think I'm live on Twitter. So I'm sorry, Twitch. I think I'm live on Twitch, not Twitter. Twitter is a completely different company. I remember when Twitch first came out and I was living in San Francisco. I had an amazing job and I saw this purple company and they were hiring for someone who did exactly what I did, which was advertising operations. And this is not private. Why are you not private? Can I be private now? And basically, I never applied to the job, which I guess is a good thing because then I would have moved to Austin, Texas. And life also wanted me to move there for another job, but nah, man, I can't do Texas and stuff. Texas is nice. Been there. Austin, great place. Let's check out the game. I think this could be public now, even though it wasn't a second ago. And I'm just gonna go through Cube Surfer because I think Cube Surfer does a great job in analyzing I'm sorry, incorporating multiple facets of top hyper casual games. Oh, but before we check out Cube Surfer, this video is brought to you by the game I made called Ball Meets World. Pre-orders are available. You could be one of the first 25 people to literally pre-order the game because I don't know why I can't get people to pre-order, but that's okay. I got all month to do that. Where is it? Oh, we'll go down. So here's a quick snapshot. We'll play one level of my game, Ball Meets World. And yeah, this game is like 95% done, and I'm very happy with it. I used buildbox. Oh, I need to change some of these. Some of these disappear. I used buildbox to make this game. It took a month, and then it took another month to polish it, and now it's pretty much done. Level complete. I like that sign. If anybody lives in New York City and they see the bodega signs that change color, that's where that inspiration comes from. I got a lot of inspiration from just life, I guess. But let's check out Cube Surfer. And yeah, hopefully my audio is coming out good. I'll test this. I'll review this later. I don't even know if there's sound. Okay, so a couple things. One, I'm back to level one. That's a bummer. I literally made it to level 50 or 20, but they probably updated it. And you can see this a lot of times with Voodoo. Like Voodoo does this all the time. Literally, when the games, like before they ever make it to number one, before they ever get to the top 10, the graphics don't look great. Here, what I mean is specifically the dude on top of the cube. One, we can see it's an FBX file and he's like going back and forth. Man, I could just talk forever about things before even getting into the game. Look at the cube themselves because they don't like it's yellow with orange, so they stand out much better here. Yeah, right there. You can it's just the visualization of the cube, and they'll probably be the same for the cubes that we have to dodge when we move forward. This game does a lot of what they do in terms of or I should say top publishers to help promote currency exchange. Once you're spending diamonds or coins or widgets or whatever, you tend to be like more. It subconsciously makes you more invested in the game. So that's like a good thing, but that's kind of why it's there. I actually don't like it. Primarily, oh, interesting. So my phone dimmed, but it didn't dim on the screen. Okay, and I don't. So yeah, other things, cool things. You can see the shadow of the character, and the shadow of the character is also moving back and forth, and that's because the light source is behind to the well, I guess on the screen it's like the light source is over here. So let's just go, and you can see it's got the paint stuff falling from the cube. That I think big influence from Roller Splat. And then this has been a new thing, and I think Voodoo specifically has been doing this, where it has a fun kind of like slideshow of the finish encoder overloading. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, well, I mean, I'm looking at the encoder thing right here, and it looks decent, so not too bad. And hit that button. Okay, cool. Looks like it's online, so that's great. So level 2, and then you can watch ads, and this is actually a really good way to help make money. Like the amount of money you make from showing ads is abysmal. And I would like to say that the vast majority of people who make games don't make money, or the money you make, I don't make money. Sometimes people think I make money. I don't know why. Probably, but it's easy to think that, I guess. Because if I'm playing games, making games, something's got to fund it. But okay, so cool things I also like is the buildings. You can see the buildings will repeat in the. Actually, wait, the buildings. I'm trying to see if you move forward or not. Okay, so that flag I think is new, and the first couple levels are always super easy. Oh wow, I missed big time on that one. And they allow a player to kind of just get involved. I was supposed to get a lot more points, but I made a big mistake early on. That was kind of clear. And oh, so magnets, look, we're on level 3 and the introduction of magnets. There's a checkpoint. I don't know why there's a checkpoint so soon. Maybe to just get you familiar with checkpoints. Now, this is kind of like an isometric viewpoint where you're like back to the left, to the back, to the right at an angle. So you're viewing it down there. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of isometric, but they've been around forever, and that must mean people like it or they do well. But you'll never see me make an isometric game. Ah, oh, crap. But maybe I spoke too soon. What? Did my dude just disappear? I don't know. Okay, so we're just going to try to get to level 10 for this video. And look at the hoops. You can see the texture on the rings that go around, and they're almost a little, I don't want to say pixelated, but they're not very well defined, and that's okay. Like, no one's paying attention to that. You can see that these bricks, where it's like 6x, 7x, 8x, super well defined, and these are just the hot colors. Most games have a centralized kind of color palette. And then, hold up, yeah, there we go. Just need a little bit of focus. And then everything in the game uses the color palette that has been pre-designed or predetermined. And that's just a good way to have an overall theme and keep consistency in your game. In terms of colors, people just like the same colors. You throw in new colors, people don't like that. It's like color theory, color everything, color feng shui, color zen, balloon. Oh, this is new. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah. So this is also super common in hyper casual games. It's like, oh, win a prize. Personally, whenever you see my gameplay videos, I delete all this. I consider it crap. because again, it's meant to keep you engaged with the game, and it's like eventually you'll become engaged, or you'll want to watch an ad to get a new power boost thing so that you can feel special, and you now have a power boost, so you should feel special, and you spent 30 seconds to watch an ad. Fun fact, the reward video used to not be a thing. You know, it literally didn't exist until one day. I believe the origin story comes from Crossy Road, and the dude and or team made the game where you had to watch a 30-second ad to continue as opposed to being forced to watch an ad. Now, the difference between choosing to watch an ad for 30 seconds and being forced to watch an ad for 30 seconds, the profit difference is like thousands of dollars. So if you can build it into your game where you have to continue, then the money you will see will literally be multiple zeros after what you didn't see. So that's kind of the major incentive to include that kind of feature. Now, because everybody does it now, it's not, oh no. I kind of enjoy this. I'm trying to like explain things while trying to get a high score. So, what was I saying? Crossy Road. Oh yeah, the biggest difference is everyone now has reward features in the game to the point where you continue and you watch an ad. Again, watching an ad, choosing to watch an ad is more valuable than being very not that great. More valuable than being forced to watch an ad. And again, so this is a gameplay, game review video. If you have a game that's on the App Store and you would like me to play it, come back on Friday because this will be more legit on Friday. Right now, this is all a test run. I'm going to get to level 10, then stop. Oh, cool bubble effects behind the character each time you get a dice. So these are all like polished things that were added after the fact. Voodoo realized that this game has a high success rate in terms of the metrics that they are looking. I almost died. And the thing is, I don't know what I was talking about because I was trying to survive the game. Oh yeah, a lot of these polished things come after. Publishers just focus on getting bare bones prototypes if something is good enough. And the thing with Cube Surf and why I like it so much is I think it does a great job in incorporating, look at that lava, it looks great. Great job in incorporating multiple game mechanics that you see in hyper casual games smoothly. I think a lot of times games like Hyper School, Hyper Airways, that was actually kind of fun. They have many game mechanics, and that's kind of the big thing with hyper casual games. Hold on here. Yeah, that's right. I am really good at games. Don't be so impressed. I'm not. What was I talking about? Hyper casual games. Oh yeah, this game, in my opinion, does a really good job to seamlessly incorporate a lot of game mechanics into one game, whereas in Hyper School and just a lot of other game, oh yeah, nice. A lot of top publishers, they incorporate it in a way where it's like you play this game and then that game is finished. Next game, you play it. Next game, you play it for about let's say a minute, and then you play another game. So check out literally any gameplay footage, Hyper School, on my top mobile game playlist, and you can see that happening. So cool. This is a fun exercise. I'm going to test this out later because this is a test. If you would like to see more stuff like this, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe. If you would like me to play your game and it's on the App Store, give me some information about yourself. Leave something in the comments. Let me know the link to the App Store game. You know, what number of game this is for you. So like if this is your 10th game, I prefer playing someone's 10th game than playing someone's first game because, you know, as I looked at the App Store, I have like 20 games. My first my first games were amazing. It's not. This is true. This is true. My second game, Tic Tac Toe, is like very popular. I think in the Philippines, it's literally just a mash buttons wannabe match three. Oh look, I got a dude. He's got a beanie with a sweater on. So this is a test run of playing games while reviewing the games and going into the a lot of things, mechanics, how things are done, um, and why things are done. Let's see. Let's check out one of these. I don't have enough coins. So, sneak peek, and until Friday, peace.